Hello, Hetty.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Hetty. How are you?
Good, and how are you? Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is a great, beautiful day here. What does the weather look like where you are?
It's clear, it's better today.
It's clear today?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I love your bow.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. Whereabouts are you located?
In Canada, Ontario.
Ontario? Okay. Yeah, we get several people from Ontario. We
Mm.
used to go up there when I was a kid. We would go boating in by Manitoulin Island. And we would I think we left from Sault Ste. No, we crossed Sault Ste. Marie. Anyway, I know it's a huge province.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is so good to have you on the line. So, what I want to do in this is lay out for you kind of what we're going to accomplish. I've done hundreds of these calls, so I've come up with a pretty streamlined process for this. So, if you're all right with it, can we just jump in right away?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Let's see here. Well, you have a pen and paper.
Yes.
Fantastic. Write everything down because at the end, I'm not recording things specifically, but you'll need to just so you have it for reference going forward. And then if it looks like by the end of the call that I can help you to a greater level in one of our programs, I'll be honest with you. And if I can't, I'll point you in the right direction. But if we do get to the point, I'll walk you through the steps of how we can, help speed things up. And if
Okay.
you think it would benefit you, then we can make a decision to be part of that or not. So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, great. Let's do it.
Mm.
Um, so what is the reason that you're out there looking for help?
Okay. The main reason we are new in Canada. I brought the kids uh I'll say 18 months back. When we got to
Okay,
Canada, they had to stay at home for some time before they started school. So
okay,
I've seen his reading is lacking, and I'll need support for him to pick up fast.
okay. Do you have an idea what grade level he is reading at now?
I really don't know the grade level, but he's in grade 4 now.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's part of and I'll make sure you have the link to the assessment that you can take, the free assessment, because that will help you kind of know where he stands in relation to the other kids. So, but what I'm hearing though is you're new to Canada. Welcome to Canada.
Thank you.
18 months ago, and where did you emigrate from?
From Ghana, West Africa.
From Ghana. Okay. Well, it's a little cooler in Canada.
Yeah. I've been coming in and out, but I decided to stay finally 18 months ago.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, welcome. It's a big adjustment.
Yeah.
So the why of this is happening is because he's new to the country, and I'm guessing English is not his first language. Um,
English was his first language in Ghana. English is our
okay.
first language, yeah. But one or two reasons his reading is not just okay for me.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's just not good enough for you.
yeah.
And I think that's fair. I think as parents, we know what we want our kids to achieve and where we want them to be at. Um, so let's see, how long you've been struggling with this for about 18 months or so, or at least with the situation of being cannibal in Canada. And what else is this impacting for you guys? This issue with the reading. Hey, oh, who do you have with you?
Good, Vanessa. I have a 2-year-old baby. She'll be
Oh, wow.
she'll be 3 in the January.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
I have a huge task ahead of me. So
Yes.
if I see how it goes, maybe with her, we will start early.
Yes, and start early. Yeah, with Vanessa. That's true. And we have programs for younger kids too. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So what else is Hansel's, reading challenge? What else is that impacting for you and the family?
I think he reads all right, but he has to take his time to do the pronunciation and all that. But I want him to be comfortable, especially with the phonics, because I believe once he's able to mention the alphabet, not the letters, reading becomes easier.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I believe. But I think he's not too comfortable with the phonics. That's what I've realized.
Right. Well, one of the benefits of this second grade program, and I see he's a little bit older for that, but one of the benefits of this program is that we include our lower or younger ages curriculum with that as part of the package. So he'll have access to the videos that help him pronounce the letters and the phonics and the letter recognition and the comprehension skills that come with the younger age. And you can take Vanessa with it through it too. It's, you'll have it for
She's Kaylee. She's Kaylee. Her
she might
name is
want to watch some of the videos, the Sesame Street videos and stuff. But yeah, I mean that's great. You'd have a lot of materials, what I'm saying.
okay.
What happens if you don't find a solution for Hansel?
Ah, I'll keep trying on my own, but I'm sure we'll find solution to it. I'm sure because he's speaking, he's doing well in class, he's speaking. So I'm sure I'll definitely find a solution for him.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a toll on you because that's a lot of extra attention and effort. You have to try to figure out what to teach them and how
Yeah,
and
how
all
to
that,
go
all that.
about it, all of that.
Yeah, it is nice to have someone helping you and telling you what to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, someone that's not mom too.
No, someone who have the expertise in that area because
Right,
we cannot do
right.
it all.
So he would go without that expertise. Um, okay. All right. So let's say you find a way to solve the problem. This being behind in reading and the phonics. What's the best possible outcome?
But he will do well in all the subjects because I believe English is the key. If you're able to read the questions and understand it well, you've done 90% of the job.
That's right.
Yeah.
We work with a lot of parents and it's interesting how many don't really think about it, that exactly what you said. They need to know these things so they can succeed in their other courses.
Yes.
And that's why reading is so linked with confidence and life
Mm,
success.
mm,
Because if they feel like they're not doing or not at where they're supposed to be, they're going to constantly feel poorly about themselves.
yeah.
So, I commend you for trying to get something done here to figure it out. Um, okay, so your motivation is, from what I hear you saying, so that he can be successful,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so for Hansel to be successful. Okay. I am taking a few notes here. Um, what kind of okay, if he was successful, what kind of hopes do you have for him? Do you want him to go to college? What would you like him to do in life?
Mm. I think where his interest lies. So,
Mhm.
as a mother, I'll just guide him once he's able to stand and be confident a language like English language,
Mhm.
he'll be capable to do science, to do whatever subjects he wants to do. But I think he really wants to do science. So maybe
Sciences?
we'll push towards that area. Yeah.
Okay, so science. Okay. Well, how would you celebrate? How would you celebrate
I can't just imagine. I can't
I
just
mean, like, can you imagine? Like he goes to college, he graduates magna cum laude. He
I I just remember in June, my first daughter just graduated from the
oh,
University of Guelph.
oh,
She'll be going,
congratulations.
thank you. She'll be going to the medical school, and at the hall, I was the black, I'll say in quotes, lady among the badge, and I was
Okay.
just up on my chair. I was like, yeah.
Yay.
I can't imagine how happy I will be. And Hansel is the only boy
Mhm.
in my kids, and I really want him to excel.
Yeah. Well, he's the only boy, right? He's your baby.
Yeah.
There's a special bond between moms and sons, that's for sure.
Really? That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah, I think it's true from watching my wife Meredith. I mean, with our kids.
Ah,
Oh, so you'd celebrate in a big way.
in a big way, yeah.
I love how you said, yay. Okay, what would you say to Hansel if he when he graduates? What are you gonna say to him?
Hi. We just wish him well and encourage him to go higher because he has to. He has to go. We just wish him well, congratulate him, and give him a big present.
Big presents. I like it. Okay. So I think we've identified it that he's just a little behind and needs to get confidence in his English so that he can be successful in all other things and then get to the college level and beyond if that's what he wants to do. Um, what is the main challenge you think that's keeping you all from achieving that goal right now? I know we're on this call right now, but is it a money thing? Is it a time thing? Is it a what do you think is the reason that's holding you guys back right now?
Right now we are a bit like not too settled. So I was looking at weight, and whilst we are stable, and then I
Right,
get help. So I was trying to manage to do it on my own, but looking
right.
at the schedule and all that, not knowing the curriculum very well, where to start from
Hmm.
was an issue. Yes. So
Not
now that I've come across and we are talking, I'll see the financial aspect involved, then
hmm.
we take it up from there.
And go from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard you say not feeling settled has held you all back, and then also just the overwhelming, where do you start? Because there's a million reading things you can do out there, different programs, and
Yeah.
I thank you for taking a call with us. We think we've got a pretty good program, but you know, it comes with one conversation at a time.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've tried doing things on your own, and you've already explained why you didn't think it worked because you didn't know where to start. I gotta ask you, what do you think would happen if you don't find a way to help Hansel? I think this is kind of the inverse of what we already talked about, right?
Yeah. It will be a disaster, which no parent will love to mention with their
No.
yeah.
No, we want to make sure he graduates just like your daughter just
Yeah.
did. So, um, and that would be a, huge consequential thing. And again, as we talk to parents, they don't quite realize, like, okay, my kid's in second grade, they got a lot of time to go. They're gonna figure it out. And the reality is with reading, you have to be very proactive in that.
You have to
Otherwise,
act well.
yeah, and that's why I commend you for being on the call today. Um, and I don't think you'll settle for anything less than, something that works well.
Yeah.
Um, have you witnessed like any other students in his school? What are they doing to get an edge on the other kids? Have you
No,
noticed anything or
no, I haven't.
okay? Because it might surprise you that a lot of the kids are getting tutoring and finding different solutions out there because it's so competitive when they get to college these days that um they're doing tutoring, at the younger ages like this. So I just asked that question to raise the awareness that there's lots of kids doing things already. And so it's not so crazy that you're out here looking for something. And we know they're not smarter. We know they're not, magically have just more time to study, or that they found a better way that works for them. Maybe a tutor or something similar, but they've found something that works for their family, for the time that they have, and for something they can afford, and they're making that commitment. So it sounds like you got a pretty good head on your shoulders. Like you've already thought through a lot of these things that other parents had. Um, so if we had a solution for you that worked today, and I'm not sure if we're there yet, but um, what when do you think you'd want to start working towards this? Is this like an immediate thing, or in a couple months, or what are you looking at?
It's immediate thing. Yeah. Immediately.
As as immediately as you can? Okay.
Yeah, immediately, depending on our financial strength. But
Right.
for finances, I know there is always a way around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sounds good. I think as far as our timing goes, we start our second grade class, which I think Hansel would fit right into, considering where he's at with his reading. Um, that starts the first week in January, and we have either a Monday, Wednesday option or a Tuesday, Thursday option. So it's
So is
at
it
five.
first week?
Sorry,
First week or second week in January?
the first week.
Okay.
So it gets going right away as the new year hits. So if you're on the Monday, Wednesday crew, you've got New Year's Day, we've got our first class.
Ah, yeah.
So, I mean, talk about a good start. Um, so that, so yeah, option there. And then 5 p.m. Eastern time is when we hold those classes. So, are you in Central Time or Eastern Time? Do you know?
Do I even know?
What was that?
I was asking myself if even I know whether it's Central Time or Eastern Time. I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Are you in the same time zone as like New York, or are you like time zone of Chicago?
I don't know. I have to find out.
Let's look it up right now. What city are you in Ontario?
Brampton.
Brampton,
Yeah.
um, Ontario, time zone. You are in Eastern, so you're the same time as we are. So it would be 5 p.m. for these classes, which it's kind of around the dinner hour, but we got to give people time to get home from school. And
Yeah.
and also most people eat after 6. So
Yeah.
it's kind of that sweet spot in there. Um, let me get back to my sheet I was looking at before. Okay. So the timing is that way. And then also, like I said, until then, my wife Meredith is going to have a book club, kind of a Christmas book club, where she'll do some story reading with the kids, and also give you a couple books to read through. Give you some titles. You can pick them up on Amazon or wherever. And that's included, that's free. And also we have the curriculum for the younger kids that I mentioned. You get immediate access to that portal. It has 60 plus videos, and they're basically modules. They have a video like where she's teaching a concept to the student through the screen. Then there's an activity sheet to reinforce the idea, and there's also other videos from around the internet, like from Sesame Street and other places that reinforce that idea. So he would be able to just start doing that right away with you, just working through. And that's right away you'd have a tool at your disposal. So I think it's really good timing for you, to be honest. Okay, do you have about 20 to 30 minutes a day that you could work with him on this stuff to make
Yeah,
sure? Okay, like as long as I'm hearing you say, as long as we tell you what to do, you're happy to do it.
happy.
All right. I, that's what I like about you Canadians. You just do what you have to do. Americans are like, well, I don't want to do that. All right, what in the family, who else is going to be impacted by Hansel getting some tutoring help?
I think Kaylee, the 2-year-old.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, and we have a senior sister.
okay.
She's 11 and in grade 6. She's
Hmm,
doing fine, but I don't know
okay.
maybe if she'll be coming around or but the younger two, Hansel
Mhm.
and Kaylee, it will really help them.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And I think my wife also teaches currently middle school reading intervention. So she is thinking about doing a middle school age program, which your older daughter would then be in that ballpark for too. So
Okay, she's
that's
11.
kind of neat. Yeah. Um, okay, let's see here. Okay. If we can put a plan in place and consider everything, you're going to need, like having a tutor and study books and all these things that you normally have to purchase for a tutor. What have you all set aside financially to do this if this is a good plan for you?
0.
Okay, so you put
Nil.
away zero.
Nil.
Okay.
We don't have any plan yet, but we are willing to sort that out when it comes up. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So you haven't saved anything, but you're willing to put a little money in the bank to make it happen. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, on a scale of 1 to 10, being like 1 being we really want this, but we're just gonna try, you're gonna keep trying to do it on your own. And 10 being there's no limit, where would you say you are on that continuum?
I didn't get it. So if I really understood what you're trying to say,
It's
I
kind of a complex question, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, we'll just skip that one. Um, so I think I understand. I mean, you told me your why, that he's behind and you want him to have the confidence to get ahead. Did you have a chance to look at the pre-call success guide that was in the confirmation text? If not, I can bring that up here and share that with you. Pre-guide, here it is. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see this. Oops. My computer screen is too small to try to do all this stuff. All right, share screen, that one. All right, are you seeing it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is, oh, I can send you the link in the chat here in just a moment. But it introduces you to Meredith and kind of preparation about our meeting today, which we're already here.
Yeah, I think I saw it. Yeah.
You did see this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the level 2, these are the things that you all will be going through with Meredith, the reading literature, informational text, foundational skills. Those are the basics of like the US curriculum. So he'll be able to master grade 2 reading, when he's done with a 12-week program.
Mm.
And then videos like this, they're there. Of course, this is the younger curriculum that's on here, but there's videos in every module, there's activity sheets. And then let's see, here's her video.
Hi.
So that's
Are you
Meredith.
ready to start learning about our letter B?
So let me get back here. So anyway, you've seen this before, you said? You still there, Hetty?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Do you need me to send that to you again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's go here. I'm going to put that. You see at the bottom, it says chat in one of the options. I'm going to paste the link right in that chat. So here we go. There's that link there. All right, now. Okay. Okay. I think from just reviewing everything in our conversation, I think Hansel is a really good candidate for this program, the second grade learners. The reading mastery course, the hope and what we try to guarantee is that by the end of those 12 weeks, he'll be able to master what he needs to master for second grade reading level. Now, you have to give us a little grace because he's coming from Ghana. So, there's going to be a learning curve there, but that's part of the curriculum, the younger curriculum that we'll include for free. That'll help bring him up to speed before and during the coursework with Meredith. And did you have an idea of whether Monday, Wednesdays would work or Tuesday, Thursday would work for you?
Actually, every day will work. I've not scheduled him for any activity yet. I was taking my time. I want him to start with reading first before we start with other programs. So
Okay.
normal schedule is from 5 to 6. It's our
Yes.
study time.
5 to 6. The lessons are either 30 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes, somewhere in that range. And we use, well, here, let me show you the next part then, okay? Is it all right if I show you our strategy, how we stand out as a company different than other places?
Yes, sir.
All right, you got your pen and paper?
Sure.
Here we go. So write down on top of your paper, roadmap to reading success. And I need you to draw a triangle, a big triangle on your sheet with like an equilateral triangle with one of the points at the top.
Okay.
And
I'm back,
the
I'm
top
back in
corner.
the classroom.
I know, right? We're trying to engage all the senses. At the top of the triangle, write down strategy.
Okay, strategy.
The bottom left, write mindset. And then on the bottom right corner, write environment.
Okay.
So we're gonna first talk about the strategy part, the very top part. So students need an actual strategy, which is what you were saying you were missing. Where do I start? What do I do? When do I do it? And so the first thing we do is we work with a strategy, and we have 6 pillars to how we do our teaching. The first one is an individualized assessment. So if you want to write that down and put like S1 or something. We also call these our 6 secrets, but once I tell them to you, they're not that secret anymore. So one is individualized assessment. We have to know where he's starting from, and that's part of the free assessment that I'll share with you at the end of the call here. You can have him do that between now, when you sign up, and when class starts. Meredith, my wife, who's the tutor, will sit down with the three of you and go through those results and give you a really good understanding of where he's starting from. So that helps Meredith know exactly what he needs, so that his needs don't fall between the cracks and the needs of the other kids. So, and also if there's any sort of learning challenges, I mean, does he have any learning challenges, ADHD or dyslexia or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay, great. So the assessment is kind of like, we're gonna, if you got a flat in your tire, in your bike tire, you know, it's gonna be hard to bike anywhere until you identify where the hole is, patch the hole, and then you can get riding again. So does that make sense?
Yeah, that's
Okay, great. All right, the second pillar is a multi-sensory approach. So with multi-sensory approach, we're well aware that kids learn in so many different ways these days, and you have to incorporate as many senses as possible because there's just so many stimuli to all of us with phones and videos and YouTube and all this stuff happening. And so we offer one-on-one time with Meredith periodically. It's mostly group tutoring, but there are times when we do like a parent-teacher conference where we'll have just the two of you and Meredith, you know, on the Zoom call, just talking about Hansel. We also use, you know, the utilization of teaching videos where Meredith is teaching some sort of fundamental component, you know, and so that's stuff you do on your own between the classes. There's reinforcement videos, activity sheets. We even have a online game launchpad. We've kind of gone through the internet to find all the different games that you can play, and vetted them. So the ones that we recommend are good and they're free for the most part. And so is Hansel into games?
yeah, not really, because I'll not allow him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you just don't have to emphasize that then. That's fine. Okay. And then, so does that one make sense too, right? Multi-sensory. Our third pillar is competitive group learning. So a lot of people will believe that one-on-one tutoring is best because you got the full attention of the tutor. In some cases, that's true, but we found in when we do group tutoring that we actually get a higher level coming out of the kids because there's this spillover effect. Like one, they're learning things from the questions the other kids ask. Maybe they're thinking the same thing, but they haven't asked the question. So they learn from the other kids' questions and how Meredith teaches them to their specific teaching need. And then also it's just community builds community. People, you know, they get competitive and they want to outshine the others. So it kind of pushes them to success. So that's one of our key things. That's our third pillar. Fourth pillar is progress monitoring and motivation. So like I said, you've got 3 different parent-teacher conference meetings in the 12 weeks where it's just you two and Meredith, and you get kind of some progress monitoring. She checks in where you are. She can see where you guys are on the online component, the module with all the activities and things. And she can see like what Hansel needs to do more of, or just kind of recenter, you know, what are we doing here and what are his needs and what is best for his needs. So that's number 4. Are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, good. This is the part where I sometimes feel like I'm boring people, so I
No,
apologize.
I'm with you. It's just that you are talking, so I have to listen. Keep quiet and listen. That's
Okay,
not quiet on you.
okay, well, if I'm talking too much, just say, be quiet, Aaron. Okay. So pillar 5 is building confidence beyond reading. And I think this is one that probably really is a big one for you, is if he's feeling behind, we want to build his confidence up. And we want him to be able, when he's at home, to grab for the books that we recommend and want to read them to you, which just boosts that confidence and takes away the anxiety. And I think you understand that from what we already talked about. And then the 6th pillar is you. You're the pillar. You're a pillar. But no, you're essential. So again, one-on-one tutoring, parents can just drop their kids off. The tutor talks to the kids, pick up the kids. That's it until the next tutoring session, you know? But our strategy uses parental involvement so that one, you build on y'all's relationship and you can encourage, because the biggest cheerleader for a child is their parent. You can encourage him and also celebrate when he has things that he's overcome. But to help him with the basics too of, okay, this is the plan. This is what Miss Meredith said to do. So we're going to log in and do this today. That's really, really helpful. Okay. Does that all make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay. So that is strategy, the top corner. Don't worry. The second 2 go faster. The second I'm sorry, key there is mindset. And the main issue with schools and other tutors is they don't provide this, what I'm about to share with you. And it probably is the difference between, Hansel getting his current trajectory and what he dreams he could have. And if you draw a circle on mindset, and most students, this is the point here, most students don't get results in reading because they're frustrated when they find it difficult and they end up simply not enjoying it. Probably have seen that with Hansel. So Hansel's been trying to do his reading, but it doesn't work. So what we instill in the kids is often for the first time in their life that, hey, if you want something, you got to work for it. Like we're going to build initiative in Hansel. We're going to make it fun for Hansel. But, if he wants to learn to read, he's got to take it to the next level. And that's very hard for mom to do, right?
Yeah.
But if the instructor tells him that, instructor who believes in him and loves him, then he's more likely to do that. So it's kind of like brushing your teeth. We don't really think about doing it anymore. But if we were given the choice, I don't think any of us would want to brush our teeth. My son, who's 11, he forgets every night to brush his teeth. And but we want to make it habitual for him, that he just grabs for those books and is happy about it. So does that make sense too? And okay, and then the last one is environment. We create like a unique environment. Again, all the successful people on this planet, they got there because they had a good mentor, they had a good tutor, they had an excellent teacher, they had an environment that believed in them and expected a lot out of them. And that's the environment that we foster in this. So Meredith is going to she loves all the kids she tutors. So she's going to get to know them by their name, maybe even their nickname. And she's going to know their how silly they are and what their jokes are and all this stuff. And she encourages them, and the whole community encourages. And if you think of it like this, like if you're going to climb Mount Everest, do you want to go do it by yourself? Or do you want to go with other people who are excited for you, who know how to get there? You're going to want a Sherpa at the top of the mountain. So I think you're kind of on top of this already, and I think I can see you fitting into that environment that we have. So do you have any other questions about that learning trifecta, we call it, on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, do you think something like this is going to be helpful for Hansel?
Yeah, 9.
You've gotten quiet on me. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I said yes, 9.
Okay. I've had a little too much caffeine today. You have to forgive me. Okay. Well, what would you like to do? Do you want me to walk through the pricing and all that, or is this enough?
No, please, I want you to take me to the pricing.
Okay. Well, let me share with you. Well, if you could write down these things, these are the things that come with the class tuition. You get the live assessment with Meredith. And the first part of that is for you all to do that initial assessment form. And I'll get you the link to that. The week prior to class start, we have a group onboarding session. So that's where you get to meet the other parents involved as well. And that's important because we have a Facebook parents group just for this class. So if you're going to get to meet Todd and Shelly and, you know, the other parents and what they're going through with their child. And then you've got that support group on Facebook group, so that they're kind of a community that you can lean on too. Like, hey, you know, we're on week 3, working on this, but, you know, Hansel's struggling with it. Does anyone have any good ideas? You know, so that group onboarding, Meredith explains to you how it all works. And then she is able to introduce you to the other parents. So then weeks 1 through 12, it's a 12-week program, twice per week, a 30 to 45 minute live group tutoring classes. And all those will be recorded and put online. So if you miss one, you can watch it. Or maybe Hansel struggled with something, so you want to go back and rewatch it. So that's an option for you then too. Then it's their parent-teacher conferences, like I mentioned, at weeks 3, 6, 9, and 10. There's access to live Zoom Q&As with Meredith. So they'll probably be on Tuesdays. It'll be like you know, maybe around 7 in the evening, where she'll just be available online and you can submit questions beforehand. And then you log on and she'll just work through the questions one at a time. And yeah, we do these things with the people who are coaching us on this program, and they're great because you just get in there and maybe you want to learn some more. So you just hang out for the hour and just listen to everyone else's questions too. But that's available to you as well. Access to over 100 course modules. So you get all the course modules from the grade 2 class that you're going to have. And then we're including the pre-K through first grade modules as well. So you get all of those. I already mentioned the Parents Tutors Facebook group. You get access to education.com. So that's a paid membership, and we give you that free or included in the price, so that when Meredith says, hey, go do this activity on education.com, you've got access to it already. You don't have to pay for it. Like I said, we have this exclusive game launchpad page, but if you don't want to play games, that's fine. Just, you know, kids like to play games, and if they're learning,
If it's part of the course, fine, once in a while. Because I wanted him to catch up, so I was just putting him on check so that he doesn't go overboard.
Yes, yeah.
But
Give him
once
like,
in a while, it's fine.
give them 20 minutes or something here and
Yeah,
there.
it's fine.
And then you get access to technical support. If you've got any problems, I'm your technical support guy, like me. So we already have this relationship, and I'll help you figure out if it's a login problem or if a video is not loading, you know, I can re-upload it, so make sure it works. So what do you think about all that? Good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you're happy with everything, do you want me to run through the investment so we can get you
Yes, please.
signed up and ready? Okay. Thank you. I know it's a long call, but I want you to make sure you know that it's a really good thing. So the investment to move forward is just $900. Now, if you take care of it all at once up front, it's only $800. Or you can split it up into the 900 price is $300 per month for the 3 months. Now, this is down from, we have a kind of a, to get the first kids into this program, we've lowered the price from $1,500. So it's a pretty significant discount. And you're getting in on the front end here because we've only filled a few spots. But I think after we fill 2 or 3 more, we'll go back to the regular pricing. So you got a good price right now. We're gonna make sure that Hansel's in this upgraded environment with students moving towards the same goal. We're gonna make sure that you've got the habits, that he's got the habits to do the mindset, so that he's doing things and he's successful and they're repetitive, and he learns that kind of self reliance. You get that free assessment, multi-sensory approach, competitive group learning, the progress monitoring. I mean, all the stuff I already talked to you about. But most importantly, you make sure that that Hansel's going to have a path for his reading success to get him up to grade level, which will be huge for you guys. So how does that sound?
Currently it's higher on our budget and our income, but I'm in for it. I'll wait for daddy to come in the evening, try
Okay.
speak to him, convince him to give me cash. Then I also top up. I also top up, then we can get Hansel started.
That would be really good. And I'm more than happy to speak with him. You know, I understand that sometimes the husband has to get involved. When we started this business a while ago, Meredith wanted to sign up for this coaching class, you know, to help us get going. And I was the same way. I'm like, I don't know, you know, how do we know? And so I totally get it. Tell you what, after you talk with him, can you text me back an event time that you'd have available to get together, and I'll walk you through the process. I'm going to show you real quickly
How to sign up. Okay.
what that looks like as well. So you've got that. Do you have another 5 minutes, or are we over? Oh, we're over. Gotta go. I have too many tabs open. Okay. All right, I'm going to share this with you here. That's it. I'm getting a bigger monitor. Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I hear her. So the discounted prices I talked about, we got 8 spots remaining. Only 3 more get the discounted pricing. And want Hansel to be in it. So then we have a success story with Sophia, but for the sake of time, I'll skip over that. Regular price is $1,500, but like I said, you get all this stuff. And then the sale price is $900, you save $600. Or if you do the $800 up front. Let me show you what the process looks like. So when you
Payment up,
check out,
payment up front is 800.
when you check out, this is what it looks like, the confirmation page. So it's just going to say, thank you for joining the 12-week grade 2 reading mastery class. check your inbox for your welcome email, because that'll have all the steps that you need to do to get ready for the class. And additionally, I'm going to send you that, or just automatically enroll you as soon as we talk and get the payment. I'll include or start that membership for you for the younger children as well.
What's
Sorry?
the payment method?
Yes. Oh, credit card's best. I don't really have another way at this point.
Okay, credit card is fine.
Okay, that would be best for us. It's what we have set up and works for most people, we found. So you have this, you have that email there. Then you're gonna get your welcome email. And this is what that looks like.
Okay.
A little bigger here. So it's gonna say congrats, welcome, thank you for believing in us. First one is to log into your membership portal. So you're gonna get another email with your login, username and password. And you can go in there to play around and to start Hansel and some stuff already to get them excited. And we just recommend you start with the first module and just work your way through. If he breezes through some of them, that's confirmation that he's got that right. And just tell him, this, if it seems like a really like for younger kids, just say, hey, well, that's great, then you're going to do awesome. So let's just do it. And then we can make sure that we're in the right place with you. Step 2 is when you join the private Facebook group. So you click the join group and then we'll approve you to enter into that group. Joineducation.com, I'll send you an invite and you just have to click on the link and then you create your login and then you've got access to that. And then save the date for the onboarding call, which is December 28th, 5 p.m. And there's a link to that already there for you. Then we do send a client agreement for you to sign. It's just a contract that this is the price, that we agreed on, and this is what you get. And you got your first assignment is to join that Facebook group. So easy peasy, right? And then there's the calendar here. I can send this to you as well. It's the calendar of the dates, whether it be Monday and Wednesday or Tuesday, Thursday. Cool. So you're going to let me know when you're ready, and then we'll get back on the phone and I'll walk you through the payment process.
Okay. All right.
All right. You're going to text me, right, Hetty?
Yeah, I will. I'll text you.
All right. Thank you so much. This has been a real pleasure
Thank
speaking
you so
with
much
you
for
today.
your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think we're going to, Hansel's going to be, he's going to be all right. He's going to be all right.
You will.
Oh, your little one. What's her name again?
Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Yeah, Kaylee. Yeah.
Kaylee. Oh, adorable. Well, we'll sign off and look forward to talking to you soon.
Okay. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.